That was in the year of 2000. 2000, yeah. There was actually Snipes where I was used to live. There were Snipes there, so that made it easy. And it was an environment for snipe sailing. And this friend of mine, he was an active sailor, and he got me into the regatta. And he said, "Yeah, come next week, and come next week, and come next week." And I sailed with different people. And after a short while, I had more of a permanent skipper, and we sailed together for 5 years, I think. I mean, sailing for me is snipe sailing, and before I was 30 years old, I didn't sail at all, really. But the concept of sailing is extremely interesting, because there's so many factors going on, so many things you have to take into consideration. And the snipe was, for me, was kind of easy to learn how to sail it, to make it move. The difficult part, of course, is to make it go fast. But it's always something you can learn, and the boat itself is just one factor. There's so many other things that are interesting about the sailing itself. I used to do other sports that were more, was less factors to it. So I was skiing, you needed good skis and you needed good physical condition. But here, you need to know the wind, the waves, the weather, everything. Even here, with all these really good sailors, we get good advice. We are amateurs, and people are willing to help us, and they look at the rig and they say, maybe you should do this, maybe you should do that. And it's not like a cover-up thing, everybody's very friendly. And then also we go around the world. We have traveled a bit, and we sort of meet the same people everywhere. And there's always somebody to talk to, and we come here and they give us housing, and we know that if they come to our place, we would give them housing. So it's all a big, happy family. Well, I have sailed the Women's World in Norway. It was 6 years ago. It was one of the first regattas I've ever sailed as a skipper. And we wanted to see how we could do. And we also, we thought it's a good time for vacation. November in Norway is not very attractive. Florida in November is more attractive, I must say. I have the best crew in the world. We have known each other since we were little, 4 or 5 years old. And when we started sailing, we were both beginners. I started a few years before my crew, Randi, and so I knew a little bit more than she did. But after that, she's been sailing probably at least as much as I have. And I thought when we started that maybe we would, since we've known each other for so long and so well, that maybe it would be a little bit difficult, because you get really close to each other. But we are so well coordinated. We communicate. We don't even have to talk to each other. If I want to tack, we just tack. We don't have to plan it in advance. And everything I do, she knows what I'm doing, and it's so important. If I had to go out there and tell my crew to take the board up, take the board down, take the pole out, take the pole in, it would be so much more stressful for me as a skipper. Now I don't have to concentrate on all the things that she knows, and she helps me too, to keep my head cool. She helps me to keep my spirit up. Yeah, we are a great team, I think, and the crew is extremely important in the Snipe.